Hey guys, welcome back to Bite the Book. Today we're gonna go through September 6th. September 6th, today would have been NFP. As you know, that's non-farms payroll, where they just release jobs data. I'll pull up just like the last few months. Hold on a second. So yeah, this month we got, negative 130k, right? A month before that, August, would have been 164. Before that, 224. And this data usually comes out, what do they say here, the first Friday of the month. But anyway, it's just a good measure of jobs growth and just how the economy is doing. Yeah, I think it's good to understand that and know when that happens, because it'll definitely move the S&P, right? Depending on what those numbers are. Today, I don't think it did. Like if we take a look at, let's see, August 2nd, I'm pretty sure there was movement on that day. Let's just take a look before we get into this session. Let me go on the 4-hour. August. Okay. August 2nd. You know what? Not much. I don't know. Maybe I am tripping. Let me see. What's from midnight though? From midnight all the way like $28. And then I moved back up. Well, it's not too bad. But anyway, let's get into the session. Talk about some trades that I took during the session and just really break down the charts. So as always, I'll start off with my hourly, and then I will make my way down to the 5-minute. I'm gonna get something on here. Make sure this is the same. For the low of last session. Excuse me. We'll take a look at this spot right here. The high is not, I don't really consider this a high. Going into the session though, we did end up getting a close above that. So maybe at least up here. We'll move on to our lower time frames to see if there's anything else that's more significant. But that's really all I see. Could there be anything else? I don't think so. Let's go down to our 30-minute. See? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we had our push up, and then we just really stayed in this range. If you really looked at the 30-minute, I think you could also argue that there's a little spot over here too, right? Because we haven't been able to actually go in between this price level and even push lower. So my mindset, I was always in buys just because, excuse me, again, we broke out of this 30-day consolidation, which I keep continuously talking about. I continuously talk about it. And we're really close to the 3,000, so, I think it's really going to be really easy to hit that point next week. Let's see what our 15-minute looks like. 15-minute, yeah, same type of idea. Excuse me, I could probably move this up a bit. But a little bit just to meet up that. 15 and the 5. 5 is pretty pretty. Okay. Oh, that's about it. So now I'll just go through the trades that I taken. Um, let's see. I just need to open up my MetaTrader real quick on my phone. Okay, so today I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. One of those trades scratched, meaning it was pretty much break even. I got 1 tick. But anyway, let's go through the first trade I did. First trade was actually a pre-market trade, closer to midnight. That trade would have happened right here with some sells. The reason I took sells was because I thought that I could make a $5 move, right? From this sell, coming down to at least this range here, this zone. But that obviously didn't happen. Let's see what price I got in at. I got in at 29.77. 29.77.25. So that's when I got it right here. Price pulled up, and I was only in profit by about $2.75. So about 11 ticks, which is pretty bad. Took that trade, instant loss. My stop loss was $2.50. That's what I stick with on average. I usually don't increase that. I like to keep it at 250 because at that point I feel like, you know, if if you look at that point, if you get stopped out, then you're wrong. Your entry was bad, and you should just retry. So my second trade would have been in the morning at 8. Where is it? Oh, up here. So it would have been 8:30ish, 8:40. So over there, I took a sell. So these sells, the first sell I took was the where is it? 29.84. So let's see what this price is. 29.84. Nope, that's not it. 29.84.25. 29.84. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Sell. And then obviously I got stopped out on the next candle. 29.84 to 29.86.75. So I got stopped out on the same candle actually. 85, 29.86.75. Right, so 29.84 to 26. Yeah, stopped out on the same exact candle. So that was like a minute trade. After that, I took another sell, which I ended up just closing manually. This sell I got in at the 29.86. So that would have been this one right here, 29.86. 29.86.25. 29.86.25. So here's 250, right? I actually ended up closing manually because I was looking at the lower time frame and I seen price was moving up quite quickly. If I held it, I would have definitely made my $5 take profit, but you know, I just didn't for some reason. I guess it was just nerves or whatever the case is. So for that trade, I ended up closing it at 29.87. 29.87.5. So I literally got up to here. It was only there for, you know, less than 5 minutes before it started to move down, right? And this is, again, not to mention before, this is before the open, but just after NFP release at 8:30. Anyway, the other trade I took, which would have been the second last trade, was another sell at 28.83, which would be this one, 28.83.75, and I made 1 tick off of that, which would be, where is it? Right here, 29.83. Yeah, right here. So sold 29.83.75. Take profit 29.83.5. So I literally made 1 tick of that. So $1.25, which is You know, that's something. It pays a commission. So let's see. What was it? 293. Got in here. Price pulled down. I was in at least 14 ticks before it pulled up and then shot all the way down here, which is a $10 move, which would have been really nice for my account, but that didn't happen. So then my final trade would have been at, what time is this? 9:55. So I was really patient with this trade. I knew the range that I wanted to play. I knew I was in buys, but I wasn't sure if I should take this one or the one over here. So what I did was I waited for the 5 minute to actually show me that we were reversing. So, sorry, let me delete this. So when you take a look at this, right, you'll see that price, you know, it breaks, creates new lows, gets through this wick area. It even goes below this, right? So I was looking for some sort of bullish candle, right? That happened, but not until 9:45. By 9:45, I was watching this whole thing right here. So 9:45, it pushed up, right? And this pushed up how much? Easily $7. And I'm like, you know what? I cannot get in after this close. It doesn't make sense. I need a pullback. I need a pullback. So I seen the pullback here and I wasn't too impressed with it. And then I seen another pullback on this candle, and this is where I entered, right? My stop loss was $3 because I wanted to be at least below or close to the low that we created last. So the entry price would have been $29.77, which is just up here. Let me just confirm that. Hold on. Yeah, $29.77. That's my entry price. And stop loss, $3 right there. See, price never came back down here. Once. Oh, twice. 1, 2, 3 times actually. But anyway, so price did that. It bent and then went all the way back up. This play was more of a structure play. Like a lot of the time, what you'll see on a support is that on the lower time frame, it looks like it's breaking it, but in fact on the higher time frame, it's not. So that's when you look at the 30-minute, right? You see that price had closes on the 30-minute up above the 29.76, right? Close above. We didn't get a single close below this friggin' price, right? Meaning we're probably going up. And you could even just see that from the candles, right? When I draw this line here, majority of the candles are above this price versus below it. So again, right, we're going up. That's my whole bias right now. So I really shouldn't have been in those sells. Like, it was before the market opened, before the access volume came in. Like, look at the volume here. Boom, it's massive. Here, massive, right? And that's again like why I don't like to trade around 3 o'clock, because there isn't much. Like today there was a little bit of volume, I guess, due to just structure and whatever Trump was saying. But yeah, my take profit, I had a take profit up at here, right? But what I did was I partial closed close to the $5 take profit that I consistently want to take, and then I ended up closing them manually again after I seen that we were in a spot that had a lot of room to either reverse on me or continue going up. So my first partial close was I closed 2 contracts off because I opened up 3 in total, so I closed off 2 at the 29.82.75, which would have been right over here. And then the last close I did was at 29.83, so just up here before it plunged back down. So if you really look at this, like, it came back down for a total of $8. Meanwhile, I made about 575 ticks on that. But yeah, that was a session. It was really sideways. Like it didn't move much at all. I'm really proud of myself that I only took that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. If I didn't take those pre-market trades or those 2 trades before the market opened, I would have been, well ahead of the game. But again, that's just something I have to work on for next week. Overall, I think it was just a really good session. Just me being able to realize that we're in a sideways market. Number one, number two, NFPs here, so we can see massive volatility. And then number three, just controlling my risk and my lot contract size. But anyways, guys, today I think it was a really good day. 4%, 4.5% of my account growth. So I'm gonna keep on going. If you have any questions, comments, let me know down below. And as always, risk on. Bye, guys.